So, mindfulness is the act of being present in the moment, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, not projecting assumptions on people when you're having conversations with them. That stuff is very beneficial, not just to the people around you, but to you in general. When you pay attention to people, you're able to fully embrace what they're saying. And through that, they might be asking you a question. And if they're asking you a question and you're listening very carefully, they will generally, more often than not, give you the answer to their own question. And it's not happened just a few times in my life, doing the spiritual advisory role, but it's happened, I would say, 80 to 90% of the time. We already know. We know what we want, where we want to go, and how to get there. You might even go so far as to say we've already done this before. So in that, listening is very, very important. I can't stress that enough, how important listening is. The more quiet you are, the more silent you become, the more you can hear. And that's not just in this outside world, that's on the inside world too. That's where the answers are. That's where you're going to find the genius of you. Because genius isn't a person, it's a state of mind. And that mind is no mind. The less thoughts you have, the more you can hear. So mindfulness practice is basically the art of shutting the fuck up, for lack of a better word. Excuse my vulgarity, but sometimes you need words that are fiery to drive home a point. Shutting up, sitting down, is a great Zen adage. It means to just remain quiet. You already are all of that you're looking for anyway. You just have to let go of all the baggage that gets in the way. And some of that baggage, in fact, I would go so far as to say most of that baggage, is childhood trauma. You didn't feel loved in this one particular way that you wanted to feel loved, but those people weren't capable of handing to you. You know? And so it is very powerful to do shadow work, to look back at your traumas and to kind of, in a way, dissect them without being too logical about it. Just witnessing those things from your past is good enough. Just the witnessing of it and changing your mind. So in a mindfulness practice, what you're doing is you're trying to elevate your concentration. And there are a lot of different ways to do that. You can do candle gazing. You can stare off at an object with slightly soft eyes, where you're looking kind of without looking. You can take up a pranayama or a Kriya Yoga type position with breathing techniques. You can do the Zen approach, which is just literally watching the breath. It's not special. You're not giving it any type of merit over what it already is worth. There is no value in anything intrinsically unless we put it there. So just watching the breath. Come in, go out. Maybe pay attention to the feeling of it. Is it cool at the nose tip? Is it cooler as it goes down the throat? Do you feel the warmth as you exhale? Very basic things. You can go into body meditations, which is feeling very specific points of your body. Going to like chakra centers, let's say, the throat or the heart or the solar plexus, the stomach, the root. the third eye and the crown. There's a lot of different ways to do it, and you got to find the thing that you believe in the most, the thing that resonates with you at the deepest level. Now, once you begin that practice, you can start with just a minute or two a day. Just check in, or a couple minutes in the morning, a couple minutes in the afternoon, and chances are you will feel compelled to do more. Not out of some egotistical thing where you want to, gain full supreme enlightenment, right? But in a way that you just feel compelled to do it. So back when I was 19, I started with just a couple minutes. And then I started doing a couple minutes, maybe 3, 4, 5 times a day, just checking in, just seeing where you're at. It doesn't happen like, if you think you're going to set for 3 hours, it's not going to happen right off the bat. That's a thing that you work up towards. It's what you work to. So it's exercising the muscle of the mind. And the more you exercise that muscle, the more endurance you have. The more endurance you have, the farther you go. It's very easy, simple stuff, but it's hard to implement. It's hard to begin. Zen Buddhists have a saying, beginner's mind. And you should always enter your practice with beginner's mind. It's very intrinsic to your practice, not to get too caught up in the things that arise. You will see a lot of supernatural, magically induced stuff the further you go in meditation. But don't really get stuck there, because it's pretty, it's beautiful, it's a wonderful experience. It leaves you feeling energized and very confident and very capable of your own practice and your own essence. But you don't want to get stuck there. That's not what you're looking for. As Ramana Maharishi said, you're looking for the I am. And eventually the I falls away. One of my favorite saints is Ananda Myanmar. She was a wonderful teacher. Just absolutely beautiful and childlike and innocent and extremely wise, a type of wisdom that you don't get from this world. And she always used to refer to herself as this child. And I love that sentiment. Because once the I drops, what's left? Just the children that we are before we got tarnished by our own thought processes. It wasn't even so much about our parents or our friends or adults or authority figures causing these traumas. It was about us taking something and running with it. Because we have this imagination for a reason. It's to be creative. It's to find your gifts and your passions and the things that you love. And we wind up using it in a way that completely messes us up. And then we wind up holding on to traumas, bad issues, bad situations, and bad states of mind. So what mindfulness and meditation does is it gets to the bottom of those traumas, those incorrect observations that we made. Because we're only ever in the right now. It doesn't matter what happened. You can still feel it, like a death in the family, a death of a friend or a pet, or the moving on that occurs with just the change that happens in existence. That stuff can breed sadness. And sadness is remedied through silence. Be quiet, be in the moment with that situation. Allow it, accept it, be in it. If you're going to feel sad, feel the deepest sadness you've ever felt before. Feel the sadness of the gods. If you're going to be happy, be the happiest you can possibly be. And there's beauty in that. So as you go along with mindfulness practice, you'll begin to notice changes. They're very subtle. They're very, very subtle. And they happen over long periods of time. So these very small progressions over maybe years. But you will eventually come to a point where you're no longer the thing that you used to be. You don't hold on to the stuff that you used to hold on to, and that's good. That's what progress is. Not everybody can be an Eckhart Tolle or a Buddha and just gain supreme enlightenment immediately, instantaneously. That's a gift. That's grace. That's something outside of us. You can maybe look towards it, maybe face in that direction, but it's not going to happen because you will it into existence. You know, it's not going to happen just because you chose that that's where you're going to go. Fact may be that most that sit down in meditation never even consider the idea of enlightenment. Because enlightenment isn't a goal. It's your essence. It's who you already are. You are already that thing. You just have to let go of the stuff that blocks it. And that is your traumas. That's your sadnesses and your beliefs. Your beliefs will stop you dead in your tracks. It will absolutely destroy your practice. As soon as a thought enters your mind that this is the way, or my way is the only way, or my way is better than everybody else's way, you're already done. You're already done. So find the path that suits you, whether it be Buddhism or Taoism or Christianity or Judaism, Islam. I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as in your heart you're looking for the love supreme, then you're good. Be accepting of people and their beliefs, their cultural differences, even their states of mind. You don't have to accept it as yours, but you don't have to try to stomp it out. Lots and lots of wars have been fought over trying to stomp out somebody else's opinion. It's never worked. No matter how many wars we fight, it never works. Nobody wins. There are no clear winners when you wage war. So another point is that you need to believe in yourself. If you're going to have a belief, make sure it's in you. You're a good person. You're decent. You're kind. You're worthwhile. You're valuable. You're not better than anybody else. You're just as good. And that's where awakening begins. It starts with who am I? It moves into I am no one. I am everyone. I am all of that. I am none of that. I am them, they are me, we are we. We are that we are. I am that I am. Whatever mantra works for you. It'll start unraveling, start opening like a lotus. A lotus comes out of the mud, the muck, things that you wouldn't think could support life, and it blossoms so beautifully. And so do you. So have confidence in yourself. You can do it. Just the thought of it, just having that initial spark that you could be more than you're pretending to be, that you can just be. That's beautiful. Super beautiful. Imagine just being in a moment, enjoying it fully, experiencing it fully, tasting it, smelling it, feeling it, being the essence of it. And that's what we're doing every day. And that's when your practice really takes off. You will let go of a lot of things that just no longer benefit you. doesn't serve you, right? It's not serving your highest good. And those things just will fall away naturally as you meditate. You'll get rid of all of that stuff, all the garbage, all the baggage. It's like sweeping the floor. And what's revealed is the true essence of you, the beauty of you, how perfect you are. God's love, Source's love, the Divine's love is ever expanding. It doesn't stop. It's like the universe, it just keeps going. And as soon as we figure that we found the end, we find a new section that we didn't know was there. And that's how the inner world works. The macrocosm and the microcosm. Everything we see outside is everything that belongs inside. It goes on forever. It never stops. It's the infinity symbol. It goes out, comes in, goes out, comes in, and it just keeps going. So don't worry about where you are on your journey, what level you are, because there's no level. There is just a connectedness. And once you get into that connectedness, you get to the point where the realization hits that there is no level and there never has been, and there's no better than. There's no such thing as successful. There's no such thing as perfect. It's very individual. Everything else is very, very individual. Whether you're doing yoga or qigong, you're doing meditation, you're practicing Kriya, you're practicing Taoism, you're an alchemist, you're a magician, whatever it is that you're into, go as far as you can into it. Do no harm, but take no shit. And that's including from yourself. Our ego will bullshit us to the point of ridiculousness. It will pretend that it's running the show, but it's not. It's just a part of the engine. It's there for survival means, so don't get down on yourself either when you have an ego moment. Accept it, see what it is, sit with it, let it go, and it'll come back. Don't worry. It'll always come back. But the main purpose of mindfulness is just to get rid of all the PTSD, man. All the anxiety and the feelings of worthlessness and all that crap that the world just dumps on you and you accept as the truth. It's funny. In an ironic sort of way. So anyhow, I hope this helped. And I hope you're in a good place in your practice. And if you want to share that in the comments, by all means, I will love to get back to you. So as always, much love.